Basically, when you get into a prospect, you may be getting 3 types of answers. One is yes. If the prospect is telling you yes, you are really happy. That's a green light. You can get the sale. You can share the solution in exchange of money. You are in a very good state. Sometimes your prospect might be telling you no. That means the red light. There may be a lot of reasons for that. Maybe the reason the prospect doesn't trust you. Maybe the reason they don't have adequate budget for your product or service. Maybe the reason they are really happy with their suppliers or your competitors. But if the prospect directly tells you no, you can save a lot of time. You can look after the other prospects. The third situation is the prospect tells you, I have to think about it. That means you are getting a yellow light. That means you are on the fence. It is not a yes answer. It is not a no answer. You are on the fence. Sometimes you may be thinking about you can get the sale, so you are really working hard, but at the end of the day, they don't give the sale to you. Then you'll be really frustrated, and at the same time, you might have wasted the time. But on the other hand, if you sort out some kind of problems in the customers, you can get the sale easily. I have seen some of the gurus, they are telling you have to forget about this sale because there is an underlying reason for that. Because you can't waste the time with this prospect and you can look for other prospect. This is my recommendation. That's totally fine if you are flourishing with sales, if you are flourishing with prospects, because you don't need to waste the time here. You can look for another prospect and you can do the business and you can thrive. Here's the thing. This is a golden opportunity for you to learn your mistakes. You may be getting this sale or you may not be getting this sale. That's a totally different thing. My recommendation is you can learn a very powerful lesson out of this scenario and you can apply for the future sales. So you may be thriving in your future selling. Therefore, if you want to learn a lesson from your prospect, you just want to ask from the customer this question. Mr. Customer, could you please let me know a convenience time to meet you? Please ask specific time, ask a specific date, because you just want to corner the customer at this moment. Now, you may be getting 2 answers here. If the prospect is telling you, let me think about it and I will come back to you. If he doesn't give you a particular date or time, that's a sign he doesn't like you at all. He can't tell on your face, maybe having different reasons. But if he's telling like that, that's a sign of soft no. Soft no in the sense that he's telling no, not in the hard way. But in some cases, if the prospect gives you a specific time period to meet him or her, you just want to go there. Because your primary objective is not to get the business. Your primary objective here is to learn from the mistake. If you can sell it, that's a bonus for you. There is no question about it. But on the other hand, if you lose, still you will learn a lesson. You will learn a really powerful lesson. Even you can't learn that type of lessons even in a university. Now, the day you get into the customer, you just want to prepare. You just want to uncover the real truth behind his soft no. You just want to find out what's the reason behind that. Most of the time, the prospect tells you, I have to think about it according to my own experience because of main 3 reasons. Number 1 reason is the fear. The customer or the prospect is having the fear about your product or service or the use of your product or service. That's genuine fear because he has never used that. If you are selling high-ticket product or services, that's genuine. Now, why he is telling I have to think about it? Because unfortunately, you have not reduced that fear. You have not helped him to get rid of that fear. Now, how can you do that? You just want to have the third-party recommendations. As I reiterated in many videos, when we are talking about ourselves, that's a boasting. Even through our advertisement and all these kind of platforms, if we are talking about ourselves, our product and services and the company, that's a kind of a boasting. But if you get a third-party recommendation, that the real truth, the customer can find it out from there. Therefore, the third-party recommendations or the testimonials plays a very crucial role in your selling. In today's world, you don't need to carry all the letters and all these kind of documents. If you're having the video testimonial, that is ideal because it's just like your existing customers, your happy customers are in front of your prospect and they advertise on behalf of you. They talk about on behalf of you. They talk good about you. They talk good about your product and services. How nice it is. Therefore, you have to have a set of video clips on your tablet, on your iPad, or whatever the devices you are carrying out so the customer can watch that. There is another very powerful method I am using. Basically, you can share the contact information of your really very good customers. If you're having a very good relationship with a set of existing customers, you can share the contact with these people. But first of all, you just want to get their permission because you know why? Then the customers can ask very privately and personally a lot of questions from them. If your existing customers are really happy with you, and if they share the genuine ideas about your services and products, your prospect will be really happy. This is a very powerful technique. I have closed many sales like that. The second biggest issue I have uncovered is that your prospects are having the doubt about your product or service. Even you show the testimonials, even your existing customers talk with them, still they may be having the doubt because they have never experienced your product or service. That's reasonable. Please understand, we are dealing with the human beings. Their thinking pattern is from one to one is totally different. Therefore, we just want to cater them according to that. This doubt might be about the functionality of your product or service. They may be having a genuine doubt about that. How can you reduce this doubt? The most important point is you just want to do a dramatic demonstration. If you get into your product or service in front of the customer, you just want to demonstrate that. Let him to get the experience about it. Now, imagine a situation that you are a real estate seller. Now, if you are selling a house, at least if it is possible, if you can let the prospect to stay there a couple of days, that would be really nice rather than telling all the things, because he will experience everything. If you are a vehicle seller, if you allow them to drive it or the test drives, that would be really nice. Therefore, this demonstration and let them to have the experience, let them to own that product or service for a moment of some days time period, it would be really nice, and you can easily convince the customer and you can easily reduce the doubt of the prospect. According to my own sales training experience, many salespeople are telling me the biggest problem they are having is their price. They are simply telling our price is too high. That's why the customer is telling I have to think about it. But actually the real reason is not the price. The real reason is the prospect has not convinced him the value or the benefit. You have to convince to the customer, you have to demonstrate the value to the customer and more than his cost. Now look at this equation. The customer benefit or the value is equal to the value you are delivering minus the cost. This value is the perceived value. When the customer look at your service or product, when the customer experience your service or product, he is getting the value, he is getting the perceived value. He is having an imaginary value about your product or service. And if you can't demonstrate a high value to the customer, if you can't pitch a high perceived value to the customer, and most probably you won't be able to sell it. And as a result, the customer might come with the excuse of saying your price is too high, but actually not the price is too high. You have not demonstrated adequate perceived value to the prospect. So that may be the problem. And if the prospect is having a genuine concern about your product or service, and still he wants to buy your product and service, but he doesn't have a budget, if he is having a genuine concern about the money, then you can sort it out. You can offer a financial plan, you can arrange a loan, and these type of things you can arrange so the prospect can continue with your product or service. You see, rather than forgetting the prospect, saying it's a soft no, so therefore I just want to forget about it, when he is telling I have to think about it, you will learn a very powerful lesson here. You can apply this learning in your future sales. Every top performer is an amateur at the beginning. Every super sales star, they have done enormous mistakes at the beginning, but you have to do the mistake only one time. If you get ready, if you learn from them, you too can become a sales superstar. See you soon.
Thank you for watching this video. Please share this video, read below information and subscribe to my channel. I will offer you more videos like this to improve your sales and to grow your business. Have a great day.